shakedown.
Hello everyone, this is Mel XL and this is a special other themed video because it relates to an occasion that happened, but I couldn't upload on the occasion's day because I couldn't upload in the time with content that I was editing first. It also happened in the recent involved week. This video was supposed to go up on the same day as the previous one, but here is close enough. Referencing to the previous video is I put something important there at the start, so it's recommended watching it there for nothing else. On the 23rd of September it was Celebrate Bisexual Day, or can be named as its official name of Celebrate Bisexuality Day, or using another name for it. The day is an official occasion where some of it is based in putting in awareness of bisexuality, as slightly like LGBT month in June at recently this year. The occasion also mostly bases with bisexuality and celebrating it and culturing it. Now you're probably thinking of why this involves with me. Some of you may know already, but if you don't know something particular with it, then I advise to go to watch my video in the front link of the video description. But if you know already, you know that I'm bisexual. I discovered about this occasion before it occurred this year, and I knew I would relate with this day. It's like the LGBT activity happening in June, but specifically for me. I was thinking of planning a video to make on the day relating with the bisexual occasion, but then I didn't have time and chose to do it on something more better to do it on for the occasion. So this video is an informal talk of features that has happened recently relating slightly to the orientation subject. So it's sort of being like an informal video saying about related occurrences that has happened recently. Some of you might not find this video categorized to you because it's based on a category that's not particular to you, but as I'm related with this and doing some on it as some of you viewers may be related as you're watching the video you search for or watching in, it's nice to do content addressing this. So the first feature subject is related to a sort of known YouTuber named Shane Dawson, which you might have heard of. At one day I was searching online about YouTube and bisexual together. Then even the new section or on searches, I then saw an online article about Shane Dawson and bisexual. This got me massively interested in what was going on. I looked into the blog post on the website that the user posted. It apparently looked that it reported that Shane Dawson announced coming out as bisexual. In this discovery of information, this was crazy to me as also a shock and not knowing if it was true, because he seems to have partly said nothing to being any other orientation and referencing hetero. Also with watching a past video of his linked with him asking a question of if he was bi, he admitted he probably was not, but saying it didn't matter. Though when seeing Shane's personality of how he was though, I wouldn't choose to stereotype it. It seemed it could be any orientation to be his. I also thought it fitted he could be bisexual, but then there was departed hope and determination that he was officially with the particular sexuality, yet I didn't feel this was true but still was not 100% heard in, as others thought he could have been homosexual. Then what realisingly startled me the most was a linked YouTube video in the blog post with the picture of Shane and the video titled "I am bisexual." This was now seeming way too convincing, so I went on to YouTube, onto his main official channel, looking at his uploads there, and I literally saw the video right there in that section as still titled "I am bisexual." This video is real and to be the answer to all these rumours and speculations, and all this stuff now finally arrives here. But what was more anticipating was seeing it with him in the video in person with this subject, which I myself felt anxious for now with that feeling you can have, but I had it for him. I went in watching the video, which was him and a camera, with this being a massive moment standalone video. I won't reveal everything from the video, that because it will ruin that you haven't seen it yet. But when he came out in the video, he talked about his past, but of confusion to what people he was interested in and how he wants to be with it revealed to people. Based on the stuff with him, I have this weird, deep, anxious feelings and emotions when it sometimes comes to thinking with stuff like coming out, and now with him being bisexual. With that, he's like the perfect figure for it, and now there's another bisexual YouTuber out there like me, but because he's bigger, he is a massive in that relation. And it's like me, when I came out in June in this year in 2015, I wanted people to know knowledge of details, so that for people there's something with you that's not as speculation, and giving history with it, making it understandable. I'm also very pleasured happy for Shane Dawson for this that has happened, and also relieved and really proud for you. With this could be the biggest moment I have had on YouTube. The second feature is something you may have likely seen in the news, especially if you're from England, because known singer and figure fighter as Elton John announced to challenge President Putin as the Russian president in issuing the Russia's massive problem issue LGBT involvement, which has become of half awareness issue. And if you know me of hating Russia, like mentioning said in the Finally video, I was like proclaimed, holy shit, literally saying when I saw this on the news, because as to actually bring the subject up in the media, Elton has been seen as a figure from this, but it's really brought this topic to a bigger thing, as he himself was actually putting this subject out there. But now to finally see this challenged, in my view it is massive to see him take this action, because of now I am not the only person bringing this issue up, but now Elton wants to talk to the president himself on determining with this issue. And it's a great honourable pleasure for him standing up to this, because he's the person involving in that. So thank you, Elton, because you are amazing. And so far there's been updated news to this, where afterwards he apparently got a phone call from Putin saying he would like to discuss this issue, as he does like to issue with rights and things that are corrupt and wrong, which I think is true about him, and he has homosexual friends. Apparently that's true, but a Kremlin spokesman says it was not true that it occurred. Then it was officially revealed that two known Russian pranksters had actually called Elton with impersonating as the president. Elton was fooled from this, and after the truth was revealed, it then later got aired on the Russian talk show. Elton responded on Instagram from the moment that LGBT discrimination is not entertaining, but he got his winning success because it spreads its own awareness of the issue. At a week later he was called but this time by the actual President Putin, who advised him to not be offended by their pranking app, and due to hearing about the singer's activity, he said he would definitely like to meet if their schedules matched. But this is crazy, as this meeting could possibly happen now. In September it was something to have an outcome of happening or not to really be surreal, but now this could transform it all completely. That concludes the subject of the video, but as an extra for this video and a chance to put it into, I have some confessions to announce linked to my YouTube, and that I should reveal to acknowledge you in some essential truths. On the confessions in YouTube personally here, the first one is that I'm not too well matched of a skill at performing some Let's Play speaking related content sections or related of some of speaking commentary, because my ability to speak on and do live stuff is under 50% and doesn't have good quality, more like. But there's some things that may be possible to strive in, and there are playing commentary things that I would like to do, but if I am able to do them and if I really need to. I also use a source solution combined, potentially for usually the start of my videos, which is why I sound awesome there. The second confession is one that relates to the start of my videos, which is the amount of time I use into the introduction of my videos. In my recent Just Cause 2 video, I said that I would then try to shorten the amount I say at the start of a video to then say the rest during continuing through the video. But in later videos I didn't really use this objective completely, and I have stopped using that solution because I now don't need it. Sometimes I try to make my talks as short as possible, though if it comes out small or high, it's the information I put in that comes to the most fore. I'm sorry if it's too much for you, but it's sometimes what's put in as the introduction if it was to be used like that. The third confession is one that I might need to tell you. I've been striving to make cool, awesome, charming, loved content since my first F1 2014 video, though in saying that, not all can usually appear out perfect sometimes, as I could have made a mistake in a video after that. So if it does occur happening but not to like this video, then that's sort of a moderate happening, as I hope to bring the best to make my content, for yet some occurrence can happen, though I will make my content awesome. The fourth confession I need to announce eventually is on my uploading schedule, that's usually in days or around a week for per video upload. It sometimes takes this time because of the editing for so far. Others for more time is anything related to going up to a longer time except and quitting YouTube, but going longer because of not being able to progress yet is correct. Though I have channel promotional media that I can tell you uses when not in the video, putting a self video on the channel is another choice. For some it might not make my videos appear recent enough, but in addition it benefits not using too much or not too far, so I am set in the right position of content. This video was good to sort of way of publicising for, but it was a little harder doing as well. I will probably put Shane Dawson's I Am Bisexual video as the video link with my Finally video link in the description as well. I will probably put Shane Dawson's I Am Bisexual video in a video link you can click on and go to, with the Finally video link in the description. Also again saying I would highly recommend watching a Little Big Planet 3 introduction, because that part of the video has important like notification of stuff happening between recent months of July to September exactly for. If I'm not too good here, which I don't think I was 100%, but I may have put in better for this video to recording for, well, I probably much am just in parts improving and evolving. Like, I know what I'm planning to do, and if it doesn't go out well as the perfect thing that's thought and planned of, then I'm just improving, and that's in parts what it is. Subscribe to me, Mel Excel, if you want to follow my videos on YouTube. Like the video if you liked it. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one or have your one.
Shakedown.